Hi, I'm Dave from Military Antiques Toronto, and today I'll show you some of the items that walked in the door, which I don't understand. So this gentleman shows up, and it's his relatives who has old timers, is in a home, I guess, and they had a bunch of firearms. They took them all and gave them to the police and fined whatever, so now they're gone. And he brought in the holsters and stuff that were with it and sold them to me. And that's great. I'm like, okay, well, you have this, but where's the rest of this? But it's all gone. Doesn't matter. I got what I got. I shake my head. Whatever. It's all good. So, first glance, I went, oh yeah, U.S. military police holster. No problem. Whatever. Then I looked at it after the fact. There's no markings on the outside. And I went, no. So it's a high power holster for Canadian military police. Why? Because this little mark right there is a Canadian, basically Seabright arrow post-war. So that marking right there shows you that that is Canadian military. So there is not one other mark on this at all that I can find. It's just a holster for a high power. Which of course we just finally got rid of after, 70 years? It's what we do. It's Canadian military. Use it till it falls apart and then keep using it. So there's that. That came and that'll get photoed and listed. Breech block. Why I have a breech block firing pin for a M1, I do not know. There was no M1. So now I got a breech block I have to sell. So whatever, another thing to get rid of. I have no idea what it's worth. I'll put a price on it and take it from there. Then we have a Hitler Youth Dagger. So it's a Eickhorn, as you can see by the secret squirrel, as we call it right there, with an RZM of M7-66. It's dated 1940. Is it perfect? No, but it's not garbage, that's for sure. So there's no motto because that's what they did at that time. And you can see the bad symbol there is on there properly. So that's good. The problem with these knives is that kids had them and they didn't take care of them because that's what kids do. So they beat the snot out of it. They threw it around. They opened things with it, whatever. So they're not perfect normally, but that's the way you get them. I am 100% sure that someone replaced this strap. It just feels wrong, and it doesn't have the closure piece on it. So it's still good. It's not the best in the world. Whatever, it's something different, another thing to sell. And then we have this. I'm going to have to pin it. Because God forbid that you're allowed to fire more than 5 rounds at a time in Canada. Snail drum mag from a Broomhandle Mauser. Luger, Broomhandle, whichever. Anyways, it still works. It's marked right there. Waffenamt there. Any other markings? It's not mint. It still winds. It's numbered. And the spring still works inside. It's funny, they're worth good money. It's not perfect, but I won't touch it. I'll just sell it as is. But I'll have to pin it to sell it in Canada. But maybe I'll just send it to the States and not worry about it because, they love this stuff. So that's a pretty cool piece. I wish I had the leather carrier that goes with it. Unfortunately, I don't. You don't normally find something like this walking in the door. So that's kind of cool. Then this is really cool. So you have the wooden stock for a Broomhandle Mauser, and the guy had a Broomhandle Mauser too. He gave that to the cops too. So theoretically it was destroyed, whatever. It's gone. That's a shame. They're very rare, but whatever. So really nice piece of hardwood here. Broomhandle Mauser. Very, very nice. I think there was a marking. There's a number 18 here on the slide, but that's about it. That's, I think, the only markings I saw on that. It's still in very nice condition, truthfully, for its age. That's hard to get, but what's really hard to get, truthfully, is one of these. So the holster for this is just not around, the leather, holster for it. It's not perfect. You can see where this piece has rubbed this in because they're pulling it in and out. Fine. I'm not going to touch it. Cleaning rod goes there. Really nice condition, beautifully marked. It's dated 1916 on the back right there. Really, really nice piece. Hard piece to find. It's not something that turns up every day, at least, you know, up here. Maybe overseas it's more common, but it's not something you find. So did I expect to find these? No. Did they expect? I didn't even know they were coming in the door. The gentleman just showed up with them. So I paid him a fair price, and now to get it photoed and listed and put up on the website. Obviously some of it has to be pinned first, unfortunately. This I can sell as is. That has to be pinned, or I'll just get rid of it to the States, and that, I don't know what the hell I'm going to do with it, but whatever. Just more stuff. So follow me on YouTube, Instagram, Facebook. Check out the website where some of the stuff's going to end up real fast, and sell it. So that's about it. Thanks for looking. Have a good day. Take care. Bye.